I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I watched the retired police officers, and Sowore um, protesting, and civil rights organizations protesting in Abuja for better pay for the police, better service conditions for the police. And it was quite intriguing. Number one, these are the same policemen that will harass Sowore, that will want to detain him, that will want to prevent him from attending the court process, trying Nnamdi Kanu. The same police that will want to seize his passport. I commend him for taking up the responsibility to join the retired police officers to protest for better conditions of service. Somebody came online and was trying to rubbish his efforts by saying that it was for political connotation. No, we must not break everything down to politics. I believe that people should take up issues in this country to create awareness. Somebody told me when I made a post concerning something in Lagos State that I should not kill myself for another person's matter. If every person leaves another person's matter for the person to handle, the day it will be your turn, there will be no person to speak for you. There will be no person to stand by you. So once more, I commend Sowore, Deji, Ayaju, and their team for coming out. If we did more of these things when we were younger, I'll be spending old age in a better country. From the airport in Asaba to Ugili, there were nothing less than 30 police roadblocks. Very exhausted policemen with old-looking guns and different kinds of shoes with uniforms that are not conducive for this weather, under the sun, with wood and palm trees across the newly constructed road that they will soon spoil with that system. I traveled several countries. There was a day we drove from Germany to Maastricht, from Maastricht to Antwerp, from Antwerp back to Lunen in Germany. I did not see one police roadblock, none. The cars were just parked by the side, neat cars, decent looking people. And so one day it will be your turn if you are not careful. We must start protesting against issues. The funny thing is that those policemen never knew they will fall prey to this system. Some of them displayed ignorance that they said they didn't know. They didn't know. Funny enough, I was listening to Mania Lawan. Mania is Manniro. Lawan, a retired CSP, served this country for 30-something years. He's looking old and fragile. You could see pain and frustration and poverty. He earns 35,000 naira a month as remuneration for his work after retirement. I saw another person, 18,000 naira a month. What is 18,000 naira? Huh? That's two bottles of water in the O2 Arena. Two bottles of water in the O2 Arena in the UK. We have not talked about healthcare. We have not talked about managing blood pressure. We've not talked about managing arthritis. We've not talked about taking drugs to prevent prostatic hyperplasia. We've not talked about feeding. We've not talked about his wife. 35,000 naira, 18,000 naira. When they wear this uniform, when they wear that uniform, the way they behave towards us who are bloody civilians, it's as if we don't exist. But there are good ones among them, very good ones among them. The next thing I want to say is that these individuals that were protesting, I was listening to their accent and the names they called and where they came from. They were predominantly northern police officers. Came from Nasarawa State, Bauchi State, and all that. I wonder how they managed to get money to come to Abuja. Two things that I want to point out. Number one, we've had predominantly northern leadership in this country. 8 years of Buhari, nothing was done. So the point is that it is not the tribe the man who is in power comes from. Does he have the interest of humanity? Does he have the interest of the citizens of this country? You get the police you deserve. A poorly paid policeman that is armed will become a robber with poverty, with hardship, with deprivation. Some of them sleep in cars. Police barracks are some of the worst places to live in this country. And then you expect a policeman with a good temper? You expect a policeman that will use his brain to investigate? You expect a policeman that is not easily influenced? You expect a policeman that will not help carry ballot boxes to get 20,000, 30,000? You expect a policeman to investigate a rich man that can give him 3 million when he knows that after 35 years he will not get more than 3 million as retirement benefit? Do you want a policeman who is civil when he sees you inside your air-conditioned car with your children and is under the sun sweating? Maybe he has been there for 24 hours. So you get the policeman you deserve. And it's not important whether it is a Yoruba man, Egbetokun, or Tinubu that is there, or whether it was Goodluck Jonathan, or whether it was Buhari, or Yaradua. The point is that there are only two tribes in this country. Go and look for my video, Dr. Apoki's two-tribe theory. You have the elite, then you have the talakawas. You have those who have and those who don't have. You have the oppressors and you have the oppressed. Just two tribes. And that's why when Peter Obi says that Muslims don't buy bread at a different price from Christians, Northerners don't buy bread at a different price from a Christian. You could have been promoted rapidly because you were a Northerner. It doesn't mean that Nigeria is different in the North. Secondly, why were they predominantly Northern former policemen who were protesting? It is because those from the South could not afford money to travel to Abuja. If not, the protests would have been bigger than that. And you see the 7 policemen tactfully managed the protests. But I was looking at them. My mother used to say that the day they bury your mates, you should remember your own funeral and live well. Those of you who were preventing the retired police officers, you will be like them very soon. And one of the reasons revolution has not worked in this country is that the military, the police, the DSS, the whatever that carry guns and wear uniforms have always stood against the will of the people, which is the will of God. And when they retire, they subsequently suffer the same fate in this country. When you are in a position to stand for truth, to be on the side of the people, be. Whether you lose job. Do you know how many opportunities I have lost? Do you know if I frolic with politicians, you know what I will get? But many of them don't like me. Many general overseers don't like me. Do I really care? Now then, Sabi, bust you, baby. I stand on the side of the people, and they are a blessing to me. And like as a very dark man responded recently, we will all die. If you die, Nigeria will move on without you. Buhari died and Nigeria has moved on. So, better contribute to the improvement of this country by being vocal and by being active in agitating for what is right. Those of you serving police officers, military men, don't be agents of oppression. A tide is going to come very soon. Mark my words. Police, army, DSS, learn to be on the side of the people, because the wave that is going to come when the people are pushed too far, pushed too hard against the wall, they are going to fight back. This nation is going down. Forget the statistics they are quoting. We don't know how to analyze them. If you analyze them, you see that they are hollow. It's only bootlickers that are supporting what is evil. Sowore, well done. IG, you say your hands are tied. Can't you write a paper to the president, who is your friend? Write a paper that the president can submit to the House of the Senate for consideration. You can, on behalf of the policemen whom you serve, whom you lead. We can't continue having poorly paid policemen, poorly paid teachers, poorly paid doctors, poorly paid journalists, poorly paid every person, and highly paid politicians, highly paid cronies, highly paid girlfriends. And then we expect a good nation. Dr. Charles Apoki is still my name. I love this country. This is my home. God bless you. I have a webinar on investing more intelligently. It's coming up very soon. I have properties for sale. I have books for sale. I have another YouTube channel, Dr. Charles Apoki Extra. We're on Facebook. Subscribe. And then send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. If you no like me, now you sabi. If you dey vex with me, bust you. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. Nothing do me.